Hey Divine Watchers, welcome back to Playing God. Last time, we took Jake and Erin's very questionable piece of land and somehow turned it into an actual tiny home, and today, they finally get to live in it. We're starting exactly where we left off, with Jake about to show Erin the house for the very first time. And from there, well, this is Erin and Jake we're talking about, so I'm sure they'll settle in slowly, make responsible decisions, and give me absolutely nothing to worry about. Anyway, let's jump in. Okay, so we're back at the lot Jake bought. The house is ready, Erin is already here, and now he finally gets to tell her what he's been up to. They talk about everything they've been through together, and apparently, buying someone a house is pretty good for a relationship. Their lover's level goes up again. And then they start talking about music. I like to imagine Jake telling her that now she can finally breathe a little. They have a roof over their heads. They're safe. And maybe Erin can finally stop worrying about survival for 5 minutes and start focusing on her music, the reason she came here in the first place. And with that, they head inside their new home for the first time. And Jake immediately moves on to the next surprise he has waiting for Erin. The guitar he bought especially for her. He plays a little for her, shows her a few tricks, explains some guitar theory, basically giving her a very enthusiastic first lesson on her own new guitar. And Erin seems pretty happy with the gift, because apparently a kiss is the appropriate form of payment. Okay, now we have some new options. And, oh, he can propose. I don't know. Is it too soon? I mean, they've been through a lot together. He left his parents' house with her. They lived on the street together. He bought this land, built them a home, and right now, Jake is probably the happiest he's ever been. You know what? I think he knows. He doesn't want to waste another second wondering whether Erin is going to be part of his future. He wants to know she is. So, we're doing it. Jake is proposing. And she said yes. Look at them. They are so happy. And I think it makes sense for Erin to tell Jake she loves him here. Oh, we can upgrade Jake's personality again. Let's see. Music can either make him happier or make the people around him happier. I'm going with the first one. Jake is gloomy, and I've always imagined him as someone who's a little more in his own world. So if music is going to affect anyone's mood, I feel like it would affect his first. Maybe he's not exactly out here spreading sunshine, but he knows how to find a little of his own. Okay, we can ask Jake if he wants kids. Yeah, that makes sense. They're engaged now, so it's probably a conversation they should have. And, oh, ask if they want to have a child now. Okay, Erin is not wasting any time. She's getting closer to being an adult. Maybe that biological clock is ticking. All right, Erin, message received. Let's see what we can do. Except the bed won't let me. Okay, bed problem solved. And now we have two options, protected or unprotected. So, this is the moment of truth. Erin is clearly ready. Jake seems ready. Am I ready to deal with a baby right now? Maybe not. I'm chickening out. Protected it is. Sorry, Erin. Your biological clock is going to have to wait a little longer. And there they go. Well, enjoy your new house, guys. I'll just give you 2 a minute.
Pika.
Oh.
The next morning, Jake is already making breakfast for both of them. And okay, Erin, I see you. He's cooking breakfast in his underwear, the tattoos are out. She chose well. Unfortunately, she did not choose a chef, because somehow Jake managed to burn a fried egg. I'm not even sure how you do that, but he found a way. Anyway, Jake has work and Erin has plans of her own, so she eats her slightly tragic breakfast, gets dressed, and we're heading into town. Okay, let's find our way downtown. Erin needs the clothing store. Because in a life simulator, the appropriate amount of time between getting engaged and getting married is approximately 5 minutes. Life is short. We have no time to waste. So, we're going wedding dress shopping. Okay, we made it to the store. But wait, is that Jake's mom? Well, we have to say hi. Weird coincidence, obviously. And now Erin gets to tell her the big news. She and Jake are engaged, and she seems happy about it. Okay, good start. And now Erin's talking about fate. It's all fate, meant to be, and she's bored. Okay, no fate. Music? Nope, bored again. Weather. Let's keep it safe. Maybe they have something in common. Let's ask about her talents. And she has none. Literally none. Okay, I think we've reached the end of this conversation. Erin needs to pee anyway, which is a perfect excuse to escape. Sorry, future mother-in-law. We have a wedding dress to buy. Okay, now we can finally go shopping. And there it is. The wedding dress. It's actually really pretty. Very classic, very bridal, but I'm not sure it's quite Erin. We'll buy it anyway, and make a few adjustments in character editing later. Let's see what else they have. A few evening dresses. Oh, and suits. Perfect. Jake can come back after work and pick something up for himself. Okay, let's make this feel a little more like Erin. I'm going with a shorter dress, mostly because I want her to wear her mom's boots. She's carried them with her through everything. They were basically the only thing she had left of her mom when she came to this town, so there was no way she wasn't wearing them today. I like to think it's her little way of having her mom there with her. So yeah, the boots were non-negotiable. For the hair, I don't want to change her too much either. I'm trying to keep roughly the same length and style she normally has, just a slightly more polished version of Erin. And I think this one works. Same with the makeup. She barely wears any normally, so we're keeping it light. A little eyeliner, soft eyeshadow, and some blush. Just enough to make it feel special. And I think that's her. Our bride is ready. Before we go, let's have Erin look in the mirror and think about her love life. And she looks pretty happy with how things turned out. I mean, she came to this town just trying to survive. Falling in love was never part of the plan. And now she's engaged to someone she's absolutely crazy about, with her wedding dress already picked out. Not bad, Erin. And here comes Jake, running straight from work to get his suit. And black on black. Very classic. Very safe. Very not Jake. Yeah, we're gonna have to work on this. Well, I really don't see Jake as a suit guy. And I definitely don't see him spending money on something he'll only wear once. So instead of dress pants, I'm going with these jeans. They're casual, but the black cross details make them feel a little more special. And he could totally wear them on stage someday. Now the shirt. Apparently, this is where I forget how to make decisions. Black button-up, rolled sleeves, dark striped vest. There, dressed up, but still Jake. And obviously, the boots are staying. Dress shoes are not happening. I considered sunglasses, but no. And I think our groom is ready. Before we leave, Jake takes one last look in the mirror, and apparently, he needs to calm himself down. Aw, I think the wedding nerves are starting to kick in. Not second thoughts, just the sudden realization that he's actually about to get married. Deep breath, Jake. You've got this. And with both of them ready, let's head back home. And we're back home. And Well, I guess this is what we're doing now. All right then. Except this time, no protection. Look, that have a child now option kept showing up in their conversations, so I think Erin finally wore me down. Fine, Erin, you win. Let's make a baby. Wait, food cravings? Already? Well, I think we might have our answer. That was fast. And now they're reminiscing about the first time they met, which is actually really sweet. Erin brings up fate because, obviously, at this point, fate is basically her entire personality. And yes, they were perfectly comfortable talking in bed, but then the option to slow dance popped up, and I couldn't resist. Come on, look at them. Jake tells her a joke, and apparently it was a good one, because now they're bonding over funny moments together. Wow, that joke did some work, and Erin brags about fulfilling a want. I'm guessing that's the baby. They're both very happy. Then Jake tries a morbid joke, and he's the only one laughing. Yeah, maybe keep that one to yourself, Jake. And we can upgrade Jake again. So, he can either become even sadder when someone around him is sad, which sounds terrible, or he can find inspiration in sadness. Yeah, for Jake, the artist, that makes perfect sense. And apparently, we're testing that immediately, because Jake decides to share something depressing. I imagine he's thinking about the wedding, and the fact that his family won't be there. They're still not speaking, and even if he's happy with Erin, I think that still hurts. And yep, they're both feeling that one. It's the next morning, which means it's time to find out if our suspicions were right. Erin is taking a pregnancy test. So, moment of truth. Come on. And she's pregnant. Okay, it's official. There's a tiny para on the way, and Erin is wasting no time. She's going straight to Jake with the news. Erin decides to break the news, very subtly. She starts by telling Jake she's feeling nauseous. And somehow, now he feels sick too. That's sweet, Jake, but I don't think that's how pregnancy works. So Erin gets a little more direct and starts wondering whether it's a boy or a girl. There we go, message received, and he looks really happy. And he has to go to work. Perfect timing, Jake. While Jake is at work, Erin spends some time studying music, and she actually levels up her music knowledge. So maybe it's time to check the job listings again. Let's see if we can finally get her into the music industry. And nope, still not qualified. Apparently, we have some studying to do. But I do have the Superstar mod installed, and that gives us a few more options. Let's see, struggling artist. Oh, that's perfect. I mean, if anyone is qualified to be a struggling artist right now, it's Erin. So we're doing it. Monday through Thursday, 6 to 11 at night. And look at her. She's so happy. Erin officially has her first job in the arts. It's not exactly the music career she's dreaming of yet, but it's a start. And now, it's time to get married. Erin heads outside. And this is our little wedding setup. Nothing too crazy, mostly because the game didn't give me a whole lot to work with. But we have a cute backdrop, some little string lights, and I put the record player and a speaker on the table. So, wedding venue, done. And Jake is back from work with a 500 paradigm bonus. Very convenient timing. Thank you, Jake. Let's get him into his wedding outfit. And yeah, he looks good. All right, Jake, go join your bride. Meanwhile, Erin needs to get our guests here. There's no actual way to organize a wedding event right now, so we're doing this the old-fashioned way, calling every single para, one at a time. Of course we're inviting Anissa, and Haven, and Marvin? You know, the guy we followed home after cleaning the beach and then basically invited ourselves inside. Yeah, he can't make it. Honestly, fair. And while Jake is busy dancing, Erin steps away for one more call. I'm not sure this is a good idea, but I think she wants to invite Jake's parents. After what he told her yesterday about wishing his family could be part of this, I think Erin is hoping they can fix things someday. And maybe this could be a start. So we're inviting them, and they said yes, they're coming. And the guests are here. Jake is still dancing. And look, his mom actually joins him. Maybe this wasn't such a bad idea after all. Meanwhile, Erin immediately tells Haven and Anissa about the baby, and they're so excited for her. Aw, her friendships with both of them are actually getting stronger. Jake, on the other hand, is doing the exact opposite with his parents. He's complaining to his mom about his boss, who is his dad. Great start, Jake. And, yep, Mom looks uncomfortable. Okay, maybe change the subject? No? We're making fun of them for living in filth now? Jake. And that's it. His mom is done. She's leaving. His dad looks genuinely disappointed, and Jake is still going. He's telling him how disgusting their dirty house is. Well, so much for the family reunion. And the party continues. And wait, why do I suddenly have over 88,000 paradigms? Where did that come from? Was that a wedding gift? A very generous wedding gift? I have absolutely no idea. We'll investigate that later, because right now, I have a wedding to organize, and absolutely no idea how to make everyone watch it. So, let's start by getting everyone together. If I can get them all talking in one place, maybe I can somehow turn this into a ceremony. All right. Everyone is roughly where I need them, and Jake is finally introducing himself to Erin's friends. We can do it friendly, neutral, or the gloomy way. What a difficult decision. Gloomy it is, and somehow everyone seems genuinely happy to meet him. Well, almost everyone. His dad is still standing there looking very uncomfortable. Understandable, honestly. All right, moment of truth. It's time to get married. The only option we actually have is elope, but we're just going to ignore that. This is a wedding. We have guests, we have music, we have a backdrop. The game just doesn't know about it. So, let's do this. And, wait, where are you going? No. Guys, I spent all that time getting everyone into position, and they decided to stand on opposite sides of the backdrop? What is this, a gender-segregated wedding? There go all my pictures. Okay, maybe I can save this. Well, that's about the best I can do. And, oh, that was literally the end of the animation. We missed the whole thing. Great. All that planning, and we basically missed our own wedding. That sucks. Well, at least kiss now. Give me something. Oh, finally, a sweet moment. Everyone's in place, nobody's hiding behind the backdrop. Look at that, we got one wedding moment. And it looks like they're continuing the ceremony in their own way. Their lovers' bond grows even stronger. They're somehow even more in love. And in front of everyone, they start reminiscing about the first time they met. Then Erin keeps it simple and ends it with a very sweet, very genuine, I love you. And that's it. They're married. Now, everybody dance! Okay, I love this. The fact that you can get this many paras dancing together actually makes it feel like a party. Look at them! This is so good. Just small mistake on my part. I definitely did not adjust the music volume for an actual party, so it sounds a little quiet. But just so you know, for them, the music is blasting. We're shaking the roof. Just use your imagination. All this dancing is actually bringing everyone closer together. Even Jake and his dad are gaining friendship. Although, Haven does not seem happy about that. She knows what happened between Jake and his parents. So maybe she's thinking, are we really forgiving this guy already? I think Haven might be Team Jake. And then Jake tells everyone a joke about his boss, which, remember, is his dad. Erin, Haven, and Anissa all think it's hilarious. His dad, on the other hand, not so much. Well, one tough crowd, Jake. Alright, I'm pausing the dancing for a minute. Haven looks really upset. So Erin is gonna check on her. And Jake, I think it's time for a private conversation with his dad. He starts with a compliment about existential dread, which is possibly the most Jake compliment ever. So now we're happy, but also a little sad. Very fitting. And then the dirty house comes up again. But this time, they actually seem to be talking about it pretty calmly. Still, I don't think Jake is completely comfortable having his dad here. He seems happy that he came, but I think there's still too much history between them, and having him here feels a little triggering, especially when Jake already feels like he's being judged. So he asks his dad to leave. Maybe today isn't the day to fix everything. Jake just wants to enjoy his wedding. Jake goes back to dancing and starts telling Anissa something inspiring. I like to imagine he's telling her about what just happened with his dad. He's still figuring out his triggers, but at least he's starting to recognize them and learning when to stand his ground. That's progress. Meanwhile, let's check on Erin. She's inside talking to Monica, who I invited because she was actually there when Erin and Jake first met. But wait, wasn't there a bench here with Erin's bag on it? And I'm pretty sure we're missing a painting too. Remember those 88,000 paradigms that mysteriously appeared earlier? And Monica has been inside this house for most of the wedding. I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but Erin has questions. Unfortunately, we have absolutely no proof. So instead of accusing Monica of robbing us at our own wedding, Erin is just going to tell her she's tired and politely end the party. We'll investigate the crime scene later. And with the party officially over, Erin and Jake are wasting no time. And oh no, Anissa! She came back inside to use the bathroom at the worst possible moment. Well, this is awkward. And apparently everyone's decided on the same strategy. We saw nothing. Anissa quietly slips back out. Erin and Jake pretend she was never there, and we're never speaking of this again. Eventually, they head to sleep, and we get another bonus card for Erin. This one gives her a day of pregnancy leave, so she can actually rest while she's pregnant. Yeah, I'm taking that. She has earned one quiet day. While they're sleeping, I'm gonna jump into build mode for a second. We're missing some furniture, and the house is feeling a little empty. But instead of replacing what disappeared, I think we have something slightly more important to make room for now. A baby! Now, thanks to our mysterious wedding fortune, I could technically buy whatever I want, but I'm definitely not keeping that money. We had around 8,000 paradigms before, so once I'm done here, I'll bring us back down to about 5,000, and I'm not expanding the house yet. For now, the baby can fit right in here with them. I mean, how much does a newborn really need? A little bed, something cute above it, a teddy bear, done. I've actually never raised a baby in this game before, so if they need anything else, I guess we're all about to find out together. But for now, baby corner, ready. The next morning, there's one more thing I want to change before we move on. Erin's outfit. Up until now, she's still been dressing very much like someone who lives on the street. Baggy clothes, lots of layers, dark colors, the beanie. Everything has that slightly worn, thrown together look. But Erin doesn't live on the street anymore. She has a home now. She's married, she's about to become a mom, and I think it's time her clothes start reflecting that a little. I still want her to look like Erin, just a slightly more put together version of her. I tried a few dresses first, but none of them really felt right, so I ended up going with these light, low-rise jeans and a fitted white top. The low waist gives her plenty of room for a growing belly, but it's also something she can easily keep wearing after the pregnancy. No more beanie, lighter colors, a little eyeliner, and honestly, she looks like a new person. It's basically Erin after a shower. I did consider sunglasses because they look really good on her, but I don't want her wearing them constantly, so we'll save those for another outfit. And there she is, still Erin, just a much more put-together version of her. And seriously, she looks so good. This might actually be my favorite Erin look so far. Alright, back to live mode, and apparently it's night now. I skipped most of the day because, honestly, not much happened. Erin studied music, Jake went to work, very exciting stuff. But somewhere in those few hours, Erin became very pregnant. Like, very pregnant. Jake is already asleep, and Erin is about to join him. But before she does, look at her. She looks amazing. I need pictures. This is thumbnail material. Erin is finally heading to bed, and wait, she just learned how to make a confetti cake and leveled up her cooking skill? She was literally just walking to bed. I have no idea what happened there, but sure, pregnancy enlightenment, I guess. And now that she's actually asleep, we get our bonus cards. And yep, I'm taking another day of pregnancy leave. She could use the rest. The next morning, Jake is heading off to work, and wait, Erin is in labor. Jake, turn around. You are not going to work today. Let's take an unpaid day off, because I think this qualifies as a pretty good reason. Alright, he's coming back. And Erin is... oh, yeah, she is not having a good time. She's just standing there, screaming in pain. Jake, please do something. And somehow, in between the screaming, Erin still manages to tell Jake she loves him, and their friendship gets even stronger, which honestly feels pretty fitting for this moment. Erin keeps screaming, and Jake is trying his best to inspire her. I don't know what he's saying, but I appreciate the effort. And wait, why is Jake still dressed for work? And Erin is still wearing her fancy wedding underwear. No, if we're doing this, let's at least be comfortable. Jake, back into your normal clothes, and Erin gets something a little more practical. There, much better. Now we can continue screaming. Erin is still screaming. But somehow, she's also having a completely normal conversation with Jake. And they're getting even closer through all of this. Because nothing says romance like, Anyway, between contractions, Erin finds time to talk about fate. Of course she does. Apparently, labor has not changed her priorities. And is she telling a joke now? Erin, focus. Jake answers with another one of his morbid jokes, and this time, she actually laughs. Look at that. He finally found his audience. And somehow, they're having a genuinely good time together, while Erin is actively giving birth. They even start reminiscing about the first time they met. Again. Guys, maybe save some conversation for after the baby gets here. And the baby is here. Erin did it. Although, we may need to work on her baby holding skills because that child is upside down. Poor thing. We'll figure it out. Anyway, it's a boy, which means we need a name. Dylan. I don't know why, but he looks like a Dylan. Yeah, Dylan it is. Welcome to the world, little Dylan. And I think this is probably a pretty good place to end the episode. We moved into a new house, got engaged, got married, got pregnant, and had a baby. Wow. We did a lot. If you enjoyed the episode, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And tell me in the comments, who is Dylan going to be? What's his personality like? What is he going to love doing? Is he going to grow up just as obsessed with music as his parents, or be the complete opposite? I want to hear your ideas. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, game saved.